Okay, guys, so we have waited enough. Let's get started now. I asked you people, all of you, to practice the proof of this basic proportionality theorem yesterday. So some of you have practiced. I hope all of you did. If you have not, make sure you practice it again in home, okay? You should know it by heart, how to prove this theorem, basic proportionality theorem, and what it is also, okay? So let's just do a quick recap of just the theorem alone. What does the theorem say? If we have a triangle ABC like this, and if we draw a line which is parallel to any one of them. So let's say I'm drawing a line which is parallel to BC, and I'm going to call it as DE. So basic proportionality theorem, it says that if DE is parallel to BC, then AD by DB is equal to AE by what?
By EC.
Yes, very good. AE by EC. The ratio of these two sides is equal to the ratio of these two sides. Remember, they are not equal, just the ratio of the two sides are equal. Okay, so from this same idea, we are going to get a few more forms of this same theorem, okay? Maybe we can extend it and we can get few more ratios which are equal to each other. So this is the starting point. I'm saying that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. From the basic proportionality theorem, we are taking this, and using this, we are going to derive some more forms of the same these ratios, okay? We can write the ratio in few more ways. So to make this simple, instead of writing AB and DB, let me give them some names. So what I'm going to do, this length AD, I'm going to call it as A. AD is equal to A. And from D to B, let's call it as B. Let's do something like that this side also. Let's call this A to E, this distance, as C. And from here, E to C as D. Fine. So AD by DB, what should I write that as? A by B, right? Small a by small b.
Yes, sir.
And AE by EC will become C by D. Remember, this is just, I am writing, instead of writing AD, DB again and again, I'm taking this form, but this same proof or the same derivation can be done using these names also. Okay, fine.
So if they ask in board exam, then can we use AB or we should use that ADDB, sir?
Your wish, you can use anyone. You can use this also, what I am doing right now. Just mention that.
Yes, sir.
Before doing this, just mention that let AD is equal to A, DB is equal to B, AE is equal to C, and EC is equal to D. Mention that, that's all. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a 1 on both sides. You'll understand why I'm doing that, okay? So for now, just understand that I'm adding 1 on both sides. So what will it become? It will become A by B plus 1 is equal to C by D plus 1. Okay, if A by B was equal to C by D, of course, when I'm adding 1 on both sides, they should also be equal. Now, just solve this, simplify this fraction. What will happen? B into 1 will become B, right? So it will become A plus B by B. Can everyone understand? Quickly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Anyone has a doubt in this? Okay. Fine. So let's move on. Same way, what will this become then? Tell me. What should I write here?
C plus D by D.
C by D.
C plus D by D. Okay. Now, what is A plus B? It's the full length AB, right?
Yes, sir.
So instead of A plus B, I can write it as AB, and B was of course DB, right? And what was C plus D? AC. And it was EC. Okay, so can you understand that when we already knew that AD by DB was equal to AE by EC, but using the same identity or same theorem, we can also prove that the full length AB by DB is also equal to full length AC by EC. AD by AB is equal to, what will AD by AB equal to? By the way, AD by AB will equal to what?
AE by AC.
AD by AB will equal to AE by AC. Very good. Is everyone able to understand this? I'm saying
Yes, sir.
by full length from here to here, AB is equal to AE by AC. So start with the BPT. From basic proportionality theorem, what we know? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. See, I need AD in the numerator. I don't want to change AD, but denominator I want AB. So DB is a part of the triangle, no? DB is a part of the triangle. From this part, how can I get the whole? Using the same logic. But if I add one, yes, tell me, someone wants to say something?
So 2 dB, like you can write half of AB.
No, it's not exactly in the middle. Don't get confused by that. Okay, see, they don't, it does, this doesn't have to be exactly in the center. It could be here also. Okay, so D is not exactly in the middle of that. Always, it can be in the middle. That is also possible. It can be in the middle. So if they're in the middle, that is called a midpoint theorem. Basically, you will learn that also. Don't worry. But in general,
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
yes, tell me.
Sir, when we are proving that AD by DB is equal to AE by CE, sir, then we prove that AD by AB is AE by AC, sir.
Mhm.
So we can also prove that now from AD by BD is equal to AE by CE, we can also prove it will be, we can also write it as BD by AD and CE by AE. No, so from that we can prove BD by AB is equal to CE by AC. So then if we relate both the equations, we will get that BD is equal to AD. No, sir.
Okay, I didn't get anything, whatever you said. So repeat once again. Tell me what you want to do slowly.
Yes, sir. Sir, now,
Hold on,
uh,
hold on. Let me bring
yes,
this
sir.
to the next page. Hmm. Tell me, what should I write?
Sir, from the BPT that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE,
Okay,
we
AD
can
by
also write.
DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay,
Sir, now we can also write it as dB by AD is equal to EC by AE, no, sir.
DB by AD is equal to EC by,
AE.
absolutely. This is just a reciprocal of this. Yes, we can do like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we can prove that uh, BD divided by AB will be equal to CE divided by AC, sir.
BD. Okay, see, if you're calling it as dB, just keep calling dB only. Don't change that. So let's call it as
Yes, sir.
dB. dB by what? AB.
Sir, like that, before we prove, no, sir. dB by this whole line is equal to CE by this whole line. That we can prove, sir.
Yes, of course, we can do that. Yeah, C by AC.
Sir, then we have proved like this, sir. Then in same way, we have also proved that AD by AB is equal to AE by AC, sir.
Yes, it can be. This is what I'm trying to teach you actually. All these are possibilities. So if this is
Sir,
coming from
now
BPT, so using that we can prove all these four. Yes, tell me then what is your problem?
now if we prove these four, then AD should be equal to BD only, no, sir.
How?
Or AD will
How?
be half of.
Why?
Sir, because in both the case we proved that AB is equal to this by this another two. So even if we relate it, then it will come no, sir.
No, you're confusing. Okay, just because all these four possibilities are there does not mean that these two have to be equal. Okay, you can take examples. So if from here to here, let's say this is 5 centimeter and this is only 2 centimeter. Okay, so there's a ratio of 5:2, or let's call it as a 6:2. Okay, and my figure is not correct, but let it be 1 centimeter here, and then this will be 3 centimeter. There is a ratio of 3:1, correct? So all these identities, you can try it and see, will still work by having 6 and 2 and 3 and 1. Check it out. All these identities are valid, but still AD is not equal to DB or not. Check it out. 6 by 2 is equal to 3 by 1. This identity done. Then 2 by 6 is equal to 1 by 3. That is also proved. That is also valid.
Yes, sir.
Same way, this one dB by AB. dB by AB, what is it? 2 by 8. CE by AC, what is that? 1 by 4, right? So this identity is also valid. AB means what? 6 plus 2. And AC means 1 plus 3. Everyone is able to figure that out, right? dB by AB means 2 by 8. CE by AC means 1 by 4. So these two are also equal. 2 by 8 is equal to 1 by 4. So all these are valid. This is also, you can show that this is also valid over here by keeping these two numbers different. Just by having these four identities does not mean that AD has to be equal to DB.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see all these four identities which Charan was asking, this is what we have to learn actually. I proved which one? Which one did I prove?
AD by AB.
Okay, I proved AD by AB. So like that, we can prove all these things. So this first one is coming from the BPT. This one is just the reciprocal of the BPT. So first two are clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to prove the third one or derive this third one, can you do it? dB by AB is equal to CE by AC. Start from the BPT. AD by DB, AE by EC. Or CE. So let's call BD as BD itself, not DB. So how can I get from here to here? Anyone has any ideas? Remember one thing. What do you need? You need BD and CE. That has to be there. BD and CE, we need it. But instead of AD, I need AB. And then we can reciprocal it later. So this one is very straightforward. You just add 1 on both sides. So once we add 1 on both sides, what will happen? We can write it as AD by BD plus 1 is equal to AE by CE plus 1, and then do the same operation, fraction addition. So this will become AD plus BD by BD, and this side it will become AE plus CE. By CE. This is just now we did, na? You understand, right? AD plus BD will become AD plus BD. What is it equal to?
AB.
AB. So forget about the 6 and 2 for now. Okay. So AD plus BD will become AB. And same way, AE plus CE will become AC. So, and then just do a reciprocal. Same way we can arrive to this also. I think this is the one we did earlier, right? AD by, yeah, AD by AB, AE by AC, with EC, we did that. So we have derived all these things. This one also, this one also. These two are anyway just directly coming from BPT. So remember, these things you have to remember. Even if you don't remember all these proofs, proof of BPT is very important. First thing. And then what are the different ratios which are equal coming from BPT? Those ratios you should be able to understand from the triangle. Don't need to mug up the names, okay? If you have the triangle in front of you, will you not be able to write all those ratios? Okay, so let's do one practice. So I'm going to change the name of the triangle, and I'm also going to change the base. Let's say I'm drawing a line which is parallel like this. P, Q, R, S, and T. So I give you that ST is parallel to PQ. Now you give me the directly from the BPT, what do we get? What does BPT?
RS by SP is equal to RT by TQ.
RS by SP is equal to RT by TQ. Is that right? That's what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Then from the same thing, what we can do, we can write the reciprocal also. SP by RS will be equal to TQ by RT. This is just the reciprocal of the BPT, this one. What else can I write? What other ratios are equal?
RP by SP is equal to RQ by TQ.
RT, RP.
RP, sir.
Okay, by
SP is equal to RQ by TQ.
okay, absolutely right. Very good.
Sir, will the next one be reciprocal of what I did?
So of course we can write the reciprocal also. SP by RP will be equal to TQ by RQ, because this gives rise to this one, and from this one we can derive this one. Okay, reciprocals is very simple. Everyone should be able to do that. So if you have this, you know that the reciprocal will also be true. Okay, so give me some other ratio.
Sir,
Yes.
RP by SR is equal to RQ by TR, sir.
Yes, very good. RP by SR is equal to RQ by
TR.
TR. Excellent. Very good. Is there any other possibility? These are the possibilities. And of course, there will be, we can write the reciprocals of these things also, right? So reciprocal of all these also possible. Okay. So now let's take up some example. Okay. So try to do this? So give it a try first. I'll leave you with this question for a couple of minutes and then I will solve it. So if you don't understand how to do this, don't worry, I will explain.
Sir, is BN 5, sir.
Yes, that's correct. That's good. Bn is 5. But how to write it? Just say that given Mn is parallel to AB, then what does it imply? It implies that MC by AM or you can take it directly also. Okay, let's take it directly. Since BC is given directly, from here to here, let's take the ratio which takes into consideration BC and AC, and along with that, what else is given? AM is given. So if AM has to be in the ratio, I need BN, right? So what can I write basically?
AC by AM will be equal to BC by BN.
Yes, I think this is the one which will help us solve it fastest. We need to find the value of Bn and rest of the things we already know. What are the things here? BC is directly given fully. AM is also given. AC is not given directly, but they have given you AM and MC. So we can find AC, right? So other than BN, we know everything else. So AC, we can
Sir,
write
I
it
took
as,
the reciprocal of this.
yes, actually you should have done that. Okay, you can do that, but I wrote it like this, let it be. So if you can understand that, writing the reciprocal will help you better. So do that, okay? It's better you do like that. So for now, I will write AC as AM plus MC, right? AM plus MC by AM is equal to BC by BN. Just give the reason for that because AC is equal to AM plus MC. And then fill in all the numbers and find the value of BC. What was AM? 4 centimeter. MC 2 centimeter. So 4 plus 2 by 4. And BC was already given 7.5. And BN is something which we need to find out. So what do we get? This becomes 6 by 4. So BN I will send here and the rest of the things I will cross multiply and write it. So I will directly write the BN value. I hope everyone can do this calculation on your own. So Bn is equal to 7.5 into 4 by 6. Tell me, everyone is okay with this?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Bn becomes 2.5 into 2, which is nothing but 5. So practice, and you can try to make it even shorter, however you like, okay? Okay, I'll give you one more question to practice quickly. Let's take one more question.
Sir, is AE 1.8, sir?
Yes, it is 1.8. Very good.
Yes.
So what I can do is, if I want to find AE value, and you know that the ratio is given as AD by DB, AD by DB. But on the other side, they have given the full length 4.8, but they have not given the smaller ones. So what I can do is I can call this AE as X. Okay, let this AE be X. So what will EC be then? You know the full length, it is 4.8, right? So can I not write EC as 4.8 minus X? Understand that the full length is 4.8, and out of that, X, if I minus, that is what is remaining here, no? 4.8 minus X is EC. EC, we can write it as AC minus AE. So that is what I'm writing. AC is already given to you, 4.8, and AE, we have assumed it to be X. So let's write it as 4.8 minus X, okay?
Sir, I directly found, sir.
Yes,
By
you can
AD,
do that.
AD by AB equal to AE by AC, sir. Then 3 by 8 equal to X by 4.8, sir. Then we can
Yes,
move
see, that's what.
4.8 to
So you
the...
directly wrote it as 3 by 8, no? So
Yes, sir.
3 by 8 is not given to you. You should not directly write something on your own, no? If you write that AD by AB is equal to 3 by 8, you have to show that how that came. This is not given in the
Yes, sir.
question. So you'll have to write some steps for that unnecessarily, no? That is what I am showing you to write like this, okay?
Yes, sir.
So then what you can say, it's
Sir,
given
so
that,
these questions will come in 2 marks only, sir. 1 or 2 marks.
yes, you may get it as a 2 mark or maximum 3 mark.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes the smaller ones, very easy questions can even come for 1 mark, which has very straightforward calculations, okay? So like
Yes,
this
sir.
one, like this calculation, you had to do some assumption, bro. Like you have to make some changes into the BPT. So this will not be 1 mark, this will be at least 2 mark. Okay, so what I'm going to write, DE is parallel to BC. So this is how you have to write. Since given that DE is parallel to BC, therefore AD by DB, we need this ratio now because this is what is given in the question, AD by DB. So write the BPT in that form only. AD by DB is equal to what? What should it be? AE by EC, right? And I have already assumed here AE is X, and that is why I found EC. EC is equal to 4.8 minus X because I needed this ratio. So AD by DB, it was given as 3 by 5. Yeah, and write this by Thales theorem or.
Sir,
Yes, Ritesh, tell me.
sir, we can write AB is equal to 8 now, sir.
AB is equal to?
8, sir.
AB is not 8 actually. Don't think that AB is 8 because it's not given that AD is 3 centimeter, no? AD is not 3 centimeter or not, neither DB is 5 centimeter. They have only told you that the ratio of these two is 3 by 5. So if this is 3 centimeter, then it will be 5 centimeter. What if this was 6 centimeter? Then this will be 10 centimeter. Right? So there's a ratio given. Ratio is given. Ratio doesn't mean that the value of AD is 3 always. But if you want to do like that, you can just add 1 to this and you can find the value of AD by AB also. It's not a big deal. See, okay, let me finish this first also, then I will show you one more way to do this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so this is a BPT. So I know this is 3 by 5 and this is X by 4.8 minus X. Okay, so if someone is getting scared by looking at X and all over there, so I will show you one more way to do this. Don't worry. So just do cross multiplication. It will be 3 times of 4.8 minus x, and this will become 5x. Is that clear to everyone? 5 into x, and here 3 into this whole thing. So what is 48 into 3?
129.
14.6.
48, so then 144. Sir.
It's 144, so which will become 14.4 minus 3x is equal to 5x. So transpose this minus 3x to the other side, it will become plus 3x. So 14.4 will become 8x. And I can write x is equal to 14.4 by 8. So do the cancellation, what do we get?
1.8.
Yes, we get x is equal to 1.8 centimeter. Okay, this is one way of doing it. Now, if you don't want to do all that x, y, z, what we can do? See, AC is given to us. AC is given to us, and they're asking us to find AE. Okay, AC is given, and they're asking us to find AE. So we will use the BPT in such a way that we will get the ratio as AE by AC or AC by AE, whatever. So let's use AC by AE. Okay. So let me draw the triangle once more here so that I don't have to scroll up every time. Just a minute quickly. Okay, so what is given to us? AD by DB, it is given as 3 by 5. Also, AC is given as 4.8 centimeter. And what we have to find? AE. So AC and AE are part of our question. So I'm going to use the ratio as AC by AE. From BPT, what can I write? AC by AE is equal to what?
AB by
AB by AD.
AD by?
Sir, we can take the reciprocal form, so it will be easy.
AC by AE. So I have to write it as AB by AD, correct?
AD.
AB by AD. Now, I don't know. What are the things I don't know here? Okay, Charan is worried. Why did I keep this in denominator? Okay, so let me do that. Let's keep this in. But there is a reason for that. Anyway, we have to do some reciprocal later. Okay, so let it be like this itself. So what I'm saying is from AD by DB, how do I get the value of AB by AD?
Sir, we already know the value of AD, sir. We should find the value of AB.
We don't know the value of AD. We only know the ratio AD by DB.
Yes, sir, sir. So with that we can add 1, sir. So we can
Yes,
get
that's
this
the thing.
ratio.
Yes, okay. But if we add 1 directly here, what will happen? It will become AB by DB. It will become AB by DB, but we don't need AB by DB. We need AD in the denominator, na? So just do a reciprocal first.
Yes, sir.
Do a reciprocal. Write it as DB by AD is equal to 5 by 3, and now add 1. Did everyone
Yes,
understand why I did a reciprocal here? Because remember, I need AB in the numerator and AD in the denominator. So I need AD in the denominator, and this will become AB when I add 1 to it. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
So this is reciprocal, and then add 1 on both sides. So this will become DB by AD plus 1 is equal to 5 by 3 plus 1. So you just have to prove it. You already know that it was going to be 8 by 3, but you have to write it on paper when you're solving this problem, unless it is just 1 mark question. If it is
Yes,
a 1
sir.
mark question, just do the calculation mind and find the answer and move on. So do this. It will be dB plus AD by AD is equal to 5 plus 3 by 3, which is nothing but AB by AD is equal to 8 by 3. Call it as some equation 1 and then use that over here in this one. So AC by AE, AC is what? 4.8. AE is something which we need to find out, and just now we found AB by AD is what? 8 by 3. Okay, mention that. Where did we get the value from? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then just do your calculation, move around, do the cross multiplication and find the value of AE, or do the reciprocal, whatever you feel like. So this calculation you should be able to do. So AE will be equal to what? 4.8 into 3 by 8. So what is 0.6? So AE is equal to 1.8 centimeter. So this is another way to do it. Okay. So of course, these steps, what we did here, you need to write it before this one. That is why I said doing this is better. So just go through the PDF when I send you, try to see whichever you feel more comfortable with and try to use that method. Okay. So that's it. So let's stop here, guys, today.